Hi. Um, so this is going to be about enneagrams 4, 5, and 6 in terms of their energy. So, okay, enneagram number 4. This is generally, typically an introverted type, and so the energy is generally kind of like the person is kind of engrossed within their own inner world, and even when they sort of like, if they interact with other people, you might still get the feeling that they're not really coming out to meet the other person, but rather they're sort of pulling the other person into their own inner world without actually coming out. They can also have either a dramatic vibe or a fantastical vibe, which is a different kind of vibe, but fours are very, very diverse and kind of, all the types are actually diverse in their energy based on subtype and based on the combination of enneagram types you kind of that play in your psychology. But fours are known to being especially diverse in kind of the archetypes they create, so it's kind of difficult to kind of pinpoint one specific energy. But they can have either, often it's either something eccentric, fantastical, kind of like a person that was kind of pulled out of a fairy tale story, or it could be more a dramatic vibe. And they can also have something sort of kind of like there's something special about them, sort of like you can't exactly put your finger on it, but there's just like something about them. And I think a good example of this is Aurora. She's a singer, you can look her up, and she has this kind of, she's a very classic 4, like she has all of the above. So yeah, that's Enneagram 4. Enneagram 5, they can have a sort of cerebral, brainy kind of vibe, kind of stereotypical geeky kind of thing with the glasses like me, but they also have, I would say 5's energy is lack of energy. Like their energy is not having any. It's kind of like they lack vitality, sort of opposite of the 8, which I'll get to in the next video. But they sort of, it's kind of like somebody just pulled the life force out of them and they're just kind of lifeless. Or maybe a better way to put it is to say that it seems kind of like their, whatever life they have is within themselves and it's not coming out, it's not being expressed externally. So that can also give them kind of a mysterious vibe. They'll be kind of like the person sitting in the corner of the room not saying anything, and people will be like, they must know something, right? Like, who are they? What do they know? It's kind of like a feeling of like they know things other people don't, which could just be because they're not saying anything, but sometimes they also do know things that other people don't know. But that's kind of the vibe they can give. And Enneagram 6. Enneagram 6, generally hesitant, doubtful, and kind of cautious. There's a fearful energy. They can have a look like they're afraid even when they're not, just like a look in their eye, kind of fearful, and kind of paranoid. Sometimes the energy can be kind of not settled. You can see that they're not at ease with reality, because they can like sense the dangers lurking. But also 6s are also diverse, so, but anyway, that's generally, next video is going to be Enneagram 7, 8, 9.